So today I'm going to be going to my first ever koi show, which is quite exciting. Well, for me, probably not for 99% of anyone else on planet Earth, but for me it is anyway. I'm not too sure what to expect, so I'm not sure how this video is going to go because I'm not too sure how much I'm going to be filming and stuff like that. But it will be an interesting day nonetheless. I'm also going to go pick up some food that currently isn't sold in the UK market. It's called Nutrimare 360, which is what it's sold at in Europe. It's hugely popular, and the reason why I'm wanting to buy it and trial it is because of the ingredients list. It shows that this food is far superior to anything else on the market in the UK anyway, including that one that you're thinking of that's known to be by far the best in the world. But like I say, I haven't used any yet, so the proof will be in the pudding once I trial it for a few months. So I'll be keeping everyone updated on that. But yeah, an interesting day ahead. So upon arriving at the show, they give out a brochure of the summary of the event. On the inside, there's an explanation of how the show is judged with different koi varieties, size classes, and an explanation of the main awards at the show and what they mean. At this show, which is apparently quite small compared to other shows, they have a lot of stands belonging to different companies where they sold koi of all sizes and quality, various pond equipment including nets, air stones, food, treatments and much more. Generally, the prices here are a bit less than what you'd find online. They also had the awards for the koi show on display, which I thought looked pretty cool. These were some of the bigger koi up for sale. I imagine a lot of them had been sold, seeing that I turned up on the Sunday. And this is the layout of the koi show, where I believe there are around 20 vats in total. Burton's Aquatics were also there, who had a stand. They're the people who I bought my BD 300 cube drum filter off, which I still to this day can't fault. And they also had on show various other drum filters, biological filters, their filter media, and also lots of other accessories. Now the fun part, the koi. The first vat I went to was Dan's, who is the person who I'm picking up the koi food from. He had some lovely koi in there, and the Gahaku won Mature Champion, which is the best koi in size 6 and 7 combined, along with a few second and thirds. So, well done Dan. Dan was explaining to me how each owner who brought their fish to the koi show have their own exclusive vat. This is for biosecurity reasons and to prevent any potential outbreaks and diseases or parasites between different fish. I also noticed how there was no running water, only air pumps in the vats. So I questioned how they keep the water parameters from getting too bad for the koi. Dan was explaining to me how the water is tested by the staff periodically, and if necessary, they'll do a partial water change to prevent water parameters from getting too out of control and bad for the koi. Quite simple really. The day before the show starts, the koi were benched. This is where the fish are measured and checked for overall condition. On the Saturday is when the koi are judged, and the Sunday is when the awards are given out. One thing that I liked about the show is how there were classes for even the smaller koi that hadn't yet been alive long enough to get to the sizes needed to compete for the big prizes. Just like this Sankey that had won Young Champion. This was the Jumbo Champion of the show, which is awarded to the longest koi in the show. It benched in at 90 centimetres and is a Makashi Ogon variety, and it's from the Sakai Fish Farm breeder. Now this was my favourite koi in the whole show. It was a Sankey and it was awarded the Superior Champion Prize. The next vat I looked at held the grand champion of the whole show. It also won the best vat. Daniel did a lovely job explaining the vat and what the judges are looking for in these different varieties.
So for Showa, we don't normally see Showa this size.
Right.
Very famous Showa breeder Ueno. It's down south in Hiroshima. Yeah, you just don't see Showa this size. This Shiro is also the best non-Go Sankey, so your Go Sankey varieties of Showa, Kawaku and Sankey. A Shiro can't compete for GC really if there's a good Go Sankey in the pond, so they get the best non-Go Sankey prize. This also won best non-Go Sankey at the National Koi Show as well. When we talk about the young champ, beautiful white skin. If you look at the belly plate, the Sashi and Kiwa are on the front and the back of the scale, very defined. You've not got anything that's sort of speckly or, you know, it's very clean. The head pattern also, beautiful skull, nice broad cheeks, all things that we're looking for. Shiro, majority of the time you want something called memoir, which is a piece of black that goes across its head and shows this definition between its skull and the pattern. Same with your Showa. If you look, he's got memoir going on. So through the head, he's got all three colours on the head: white, black, red. Another must if you're into Showa. It can't win prizes unless it has all these traits. If it's got one missing, no prize. This Kawaku is the adult champion. So Showa's 85 and the Shiro's 83 CM. Omasako Shiro, Ueno Showa.
So I couldn't leave the show empty-handed. I managed to stay strong and resist the urge of buying another koi, but I did buy a koi measuring bowl for reasons that I'll get onto later in the video. One koi measuring tank and 2 bags of floating Nutrimare 360, and I got a bit of a freebie for some sinking food, which is nice. Thanks, Daniel. Now, this is what I'm on about with the ingredients label. You're going to be very, very hard pushed to find an ingredients label better or even as good as this. That, in a very, very sad way, makes me a bit excited. So, really good day at the Crouch Valley Koi show in Essex. Massive thank you to Daniel Adams for sorting out all the koi food, Nutrimare 360. I'm really looking forward to trialing it and see how it performs. As you can see, everything's in a bit of a mess at the moment because I have set up the measuring bowl so I can measure and document all the fish before, and there's my drum filter going off, and 3 months after I've been using the food, so I can, give a clear and concise document of the changes that the fish have gone through on this food. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time.